guys, welcome back. Doing a bit of a sit down video today. I wanted to go through some of Booktok's most popular books and whether I enjoyed them and if I think they are actually worth reading. I'm going to start with the Powerless trilogy by Lauren Roberts. I'm glad I read them, but I have heard all of the plagiarism accusations and everything like that, and that has really put me off Lauren Roberts. I do have all 5 books, so the 3 and then the 2 novellas. I definitely feel like books 1 and 3 were a lot better than anything else, although the first novella fully has my heart. I think that was my favorite out of all of them. Do I think it's worth reading? Maybe. It all depends on how you see the accusations and if you want to read them aside from those. Yeah, I feel like it's a really iffy book series to talk about because of the Red Queen and the Hunger Games. But what do we know? The next series is ACOTAR, Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. I personally think yes. I really love this series. I'm very excited for the next 2 books to come out. I know that Sarah J. Maas has some personal beliefs that a lot of people do not agree with, and I think that is perfectly fine. That is your prerogative whether you want to read her books because of that or not. Author aside, I love the story. I think it's really good. A Court of Silver Flames wasn't my favorite. Best because Cassian isn't really my favorite, and Nesta also isn't my favorite, but I love Azriel, so I'm really excited for the next 2 books and I hope they have something to do with him. But I think that the series is worth it. I also think that the novella A Court of Frost and Starlight is worth it. A lot of people give it slack, but it's just like a really fun little Christmas special. People need to have a bit of whimsy in their life, you know what I mean? The next duet is a bit of a controversial one. If you're not into dark romance, if you're into dark romance, you get it. If you're not into dark romance, you don't get it. And that is Haunting and Hunting Adeline, the cat and mouse duet. I think 1000% yes, these are worth reading. I'm sorry, check your triggers. If anything in that list will trigger you, don't read it. But aside from that, chef's kiss. I love that duet. I have it right here. I also have Where's Molly, I have Phantom, I have Satan's Affair. I love H.G. Carlton's writing, point blank period. Haunting and Hunting Adeline were one of the first dark romance books I read, and I love them. But yeah, if you're not a dark romance person, you're not going to enjoy them. It's as simple as that. If you like dark romance and you haven't read Haunting and Hunting Adeline, give it a go. Give it a go. If you haven't read dark romance but you want to, I'm going to make a video, if you would like, of how to get into dark romance without overwhelming yourself, because jumping straight into the cat and mouse duet is not the way to go. It worked for me, but it doesn't work for a lot of people. The next book that I read because of my TikTok influencing me was Neon Gods by Katie Roberts. At the time, this book was a yes. I still think it is, but it's been a few years since I read it, so I'm not 100% sure, but I did really enjoy it while I read it, so I think it's worth a read. The next book, which is also one of the first spicy books I ever read, I read this before I read ACOTAR, and that is Punk 57 by Penelope Douglas. I remember seeing this all over my For You page for a very long time before it got trad published, and I wanted to read it so damn bad. I eventually did, and I really enjoyed it. I think it's worth a read. It sparked my love for Penelope Douglas, so I reckon you should give it a go. This next series is a big one, but it is one of my all-time favorite series. I love it so much, and that is Shatter Me. I can't remember how to pronounce the author's first name, but her last name's Maffey, something like that. I don't want to butcher her first name, so absolutely 1,000 times over yes to this series. Have I finished it? No. Have I read the first 2 books and the novellas? Yes. Read it. It is so good. It is so good. As someone who reads predominantly dark romance, I loved that book. I loved that little YA dystopian book. It was so damn It was so damn good. I love it. The book is YA, but let me tell you right now, Aaron Warner is not. Aaron Warner is not YA. He's not PG friendly. Give it a go. Next book's a bit of a bummer. I know a lot of people who liked it. That is the Crowns of Nyaxia series by Clarissa Broadbent. I don't know. I don't own the books anymore. I sold them. I read the first book and I didn't enjoy it. It wasn't good. I can't even remember anything about it. I just did not enjoy it. I didn't like it at all. Not worth it. Obviously, you're welcome to give it a go, but my personal opinion, don't bother. I don't have anything else to say because I don't remember anything. Even like the second I closed the book, I did not remember a single thing that I read. The next book is the Kings of Sin series by Anna Huang. Maybe. Some of the books, yes. Some, no. It's a very big toss-up. What I've gathered over how the formula's gone, I haven't read the last book, but I've heard that, well, I know. King of Wrath, book 1, is good. Book 2, eh. Book 3, good. Book 4, eh. Book 5, amazing. Love book 5. Book 6, I haven't read, but I've also heard that it's just meh. So it's a very hit and miss series. I enjoyed them while I was reading them, but all in all, they were pretty books. Except for 1, 3, and 5. So who knows? Maybe 7 will be really good and blow us out of the water. Got King of Lust coming up soon. But I do need to get to King of Gluttony. The series is a maybe. It depends on if you want to take the time. They are interconnected standalones, so you could just read the ones with the tropes that align to you. You could read the ones that people say are good. You could only read the bad ones if you want to only read the bad ones. It's all personal preference. Reading is subjective at the end of the day. The next book is also a maybe. Well, the series is a maybe. And that's the Dream Harbor series by Laurie Gilman. I have only read 3 books in the series. I know they're still actively coming out with more. The Pumpkin Spice Cafe, the first one, I would give it a miss. It read like a Wattpad novel, and not in a good way. It was very, very fluffy. It was kind of like if a Hallmark movie was turned into a book. You get the Pumpkin Spice Cafe. You get like the whole series. But I did enjoy book 2. Book 2, I did really enjoy. Book 3 was okay. It was a bit better than the Pumpkin Spice Cafe, but it was okay. That's my opinion. Book 1 has a miss. Book 2, yes. Book 3, maybe. It's really up to personal preference, guys. The next trilogy series is the Edge of Darkness trilogy by Lee Ridley. I cannot say yes enough. This series right here, it has my whole heart. I love these books and Psychotic Obsession, and also The Web of Silence do it. But 1,000 times yes, read them, please. If you love dark romance and you love heartbreak, but also healing, it is so worth it. It is so worth it. The audiobooks are perfection. I love the audiobooks so much. I immersive read all 4 books. 10 out of 10, no notes. The next trilogy is the Into Darkness trilogy by Nevessa Allen. You can see them here. I would say yes. I enjoyed all of them. Caught Up was my favorite, and then Lights Out, and then Game On. Game On just didn't hit for me the way I wanted it to hit. It was like, it was okay. I did enjoy it. I think I gave it 3.5 stars. 4 stars? I think I gave it 4 stars. Oh no, I can't remember. As a trilogy, yes. I bedazzled them, for crying out loud. I had to enjoy them to some blah, 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 blah. I had to enjoy them to some degree to bedazzle them. You know what I mean? Another book that I want to quickly throw in there. Alchemist. I haven't picked this book up since I read it. This is one of the chunkiest damn books. It is crazy. I do think that this is worth reading. The romance plot in here is very slim. I did not get a lot of romance in here. But I do think that this was a really good book. I did really enjoy it. I did not personally find it as sad as everyone else. I kept getting videos of people sobbing their eyes out, and I did kind of read this because I wanted that gut-wrenching feeling, and I didn't get that. But maybe I'm just a cold-hearted bitch. Who knows? Thank you guys so much for watching. This was a really interesting video to make. It was kind of hard to pick just a few books that TikTok has influenced me to read, because let's be honest, I started my journey reading at a very young age. I took a break, and the only reason I came back was because of TikTok and it just throwing books in my face. I am really glad that it happened though. It was hard not to say that TikTok influenced me to read all of these books, in a way, but I picked a few. It was very fun to put together. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you next Sunday. Bye!